Hello everybody, I hope you are ready to have some fun in our next project, which is entitled What Happens When You Move Right Next Door to the Taj Mahal? Adventures in Mughal Architecture. And as part of this project, we are going to make some Jaali art. Now you might say, Jaali art, what does that mean? Jaali is the kind of screen window that we have talked about, so we're going to have fun building one all by yourself. Now, in order to do that, there's some very simple instructions, and we'll be doing our Jaali screen. We'll make it using computer and choosing some letters on the keyboard. And the magical part about it is that every time you type a letter, A, B, C, D, whatever letter that you type on the keyboard, you will see a picture appear on the screen. This is because we'll be using a special font called Dingbat Kobogo font, and you might not know what this means, but don't worry about it. Dingbat fonts are fonts where you print pictures every time you type letters on the keyboard. Now to get a full-size Jaali window, you will have to type a few different letters in a row, not just one letter. By typing many letters, it comes out looking a little bit larger and it'll come out looking fun. Now you got to be very creative and select the letters which give you your favorite Jaali design. So for example, if you want a picture that looks like that, you got to choose letter A. If you like something that looks like this, you got to pick letter G. So start thinking about what pictures do you want to have appear on your Jaali art. Now how does it work? Well, the first thing you got to do is in the email that I send you, you will have this Dingbat Kobogo font. That font you got to click and load it on your computer. Ask your mom or dad to load that font. After you load the font, then all you need is this PowerPoint presentation. When you open it, you can do the rest. Now, step 2 is to start using your creativity and select some letters that you like. You can try capital letters, small letters, numbers, pairs of letters. Play with some things and see what you like. For example, I like the letter little x, so I put XXXXX, and when I put that, you will get a printout that looks like that. This is the kind of picture you will get. If you pick letters Y, you will get something that looks like that. Somebody picks capital G, little g, characters like that, then you'll get a picture that looks like that. Here's somebody who picked this symbol and an L, and you got something like this. So depending on whichever letters you pick, you're going to get your own unique picture. Now, this is the entire list of pictures that you can get. So for each letter, you get a picture. Like for example, this is letter O. This is the picture that is associated with that. Here's little f. Here's capital K. Here's little x. Here's capital X. Here's the dollar sign. Here's the at the rate of sign. Here's Y. So look through this and see the pictures and the symbols that you like. You got to keep that in mind as you do the next steps. Now how does it all work? Well, if you want to make a pretty picture of yours, you want to be very creative, don't pick too many letters. Don't pick 50 different letters. Even one letter makes it look very nice. If you can pick 2 letters, you can create a pattern. Like you can pick A, B, A, B, A, B, something like that. But not every 2 letter pairs make a good pattern. So you got to try and be creative and see what works. So one thing I found is that when you take a little letter and a capital letter of the same letter, it makes a nice pattern. Like little g, capital G, little j, capital J, and experiment and play around with it. Like for example, in this box here, when you get to this box, enter in here, and then you can type anything that you like. Like for example, let's try, in here we are going to write a few different letters and see how that goes. So let's edit the text here. So capital G, little g, capital G, or you can try A, B, C, or you can try 1, 2, 3, or you can try capital U, little u, capital U, little u. So you can try various things out here and see whether you like it or not. Okay, that's the whole idea. Alright, let's start by showing you how things work. So if you want to make a big picture, what you will see is that there are 6 rows, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where you have to enter some letters. In this case, I have shown here 6 letters, 6 rows. Each row has 7 letters. So all told, you will type 7 letters here, 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 so on and so forth. Now, in this case, I put capital X's everywhere, and when I did that, and I changed the font, this is how the X's turned out to be. And now if I do the same thing for all of them, this is how it's going to look. So you can see all the X's turned into a little picture, and when I hide these extra corners, red colors and all that, which you really don't need, voila, this is how it looks like. So basically, if I put all capital X's, this is how it looks like. You can try other combinations and you can try different things. Here's another Jaali window that you designed with a different pair of letters. Here's another pretty one. Here I think there are 2 letters in here. Here's another combination. So you can see, you can just about try a whole different bunch of patterns. If you try to put a picture behind it, this is how it would look like if you were sitting inside a olden house, Taj Mahal in olden days, and you had an Indian flag flying outside. It looks pretty. Alright, now we are ready to do our own art. So this is where you got to pay very close attention. What you got to do is, on the next page, you have the template. You go there, you modify it, then you save it, and then you can send it to me, or we can compile it differently. And you can make many different versions of this. So let's go ahead. Alright, so in this template, what you got to do is, there are 7 rows in here. So you grab the top row, and it's very easy, and what you do is you delete what is already there, and now you pick what letter do you want to write in here. So let's say I like the letter little j. So I put little j, little j, little j, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I put 7 of them. Then I come to the second row and I put little j again. I delete all what is all there. So I put 7 little j's. Then I go to the third row. I delete what's there and I put 7 of them. And then I come to the next one. I delete it and I put 7 little j's. J, 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 J. I do that on the last row. I come here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I look at it in full view. This is how your art looks like. Doesn't it look pretty? Now if you didn't like it, you could go back and say, hey, I really don't like little j. I like capital K. So capital K, capital K, capital K, capital K, capital K, capital K. Well, see how that looks like. It looks like that. I think it would have looked better if all of them are the same. So I can go up and I can maybe put, I'll delete this row and I go K, 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 K. Alright, maybe I'll delete this one as well. So I'll put 7 capital K's. See how that looks. Alright, that's how that one looks. Or I don't like this either. I can go in here and I can change this and I put JK, little j, capital K, little j, capital K, little j, capital K, little j, capital K. And see how that looks. 7 letters only total. That's what you got to be careful. See how that looks. There you go. So you can experiment, you can try whatever you like. At the end of the day, you got to have 6 rows of 7 letters. Experiment, play, have fun. Most probably you will try only 1 letter, or you can try 2. You can try whatever you like. Be creative, have fun, make a wonderful Jaali, and imagine how life would have been if you were designing a window next to Taj Mahal many hundreds of years ago. Hope you have fun. Bye bye.